Hi everyone. This week I wanted to change it up a little bit and talk about something that I have personally struggled with for most of my life and something that has really come to the forefront over the last few years during what I dub my quarter life crisis. The last 2 years have been a time in my life that has been filled with a lot of new experiences, a lot of stress, and a lot of big changes. I moved to Montreal, I then moved to Ottawa. I finished a master's degree. I started and finished a master's degree. I got a new job. I moved in with my boyfriend for the first time. So I'm living with a partner for the first time. Never done that before. And about a year ago now, maybe a year and a half ago, I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. So since then, I've really been working to try to understand what it is and determine what my anxiety triggers are and the things that I need to work on. The biggest things I struggle with are low self-esteem, so dealing with body image and negative self-talk. And I also tend to focus too much on the future. I tend to catastrophize, which means I think of, the worst case outcome and I worry about that and I focus on the negative possible outcomes rather than realistic or achievable ones. So the goals that I've set for myself, I guess these are both short-term and long-term goals, are number one, I want to learn how to love my body and love the skin I'm in. So weight has been something that I've had to start to learn how to deal with. And there's two parts to this goal. The first is I want to get my body to a place where I feel fit and healthy, which has a lot to do with, all these eating habits, making the right food choices, eating green foods, healthy foods, lots of fruits and veggies. And I've also been working with a trainer and increasing my exercise. And the second part of this goal is to accept my new body and to love the skin that I'm in and recognize that I don't have to be a size 0 to feel sexy and feel confident and feel beautiful. If I can be a good person and if I'm doing what I love, that's what matters. And I want to look at myself in the mirror and see more than just an exterior image. I want to see all those good things radiating through and to just love all aspects of myself. And that goes hand in hand with my second goal, which is to be able to build and maintain self-confidence that isn't dependent on reassurance from other people. So for a lot of my teenage years and young adult life, whenever I've had doubts about myself or whenever I've been feeling low, I often reach out to those close to me, so friends and family, or it was somebody I was dating at the time, and I'd kind of lean on them to build me back up and prop me back up. Especially with the stress of the last 2 years, I've really found that my self-esteem has taken a toll, and I've tried to revert back to those old habits, but for one reason or another, I've been learning that it's not the route that I want to go, and I want to be able to rely on myself for that, and that it is not easy. It is, every day is a challenge. There's always surprises and there's always dips. I have good days and I have bad days. I have good weeks and I have bad weeks. If you're out there and you're struggling, I can totally relate, and I wanted to share some of the things that I do, some of the strategies that I use to try to find more positive ways of coping and to work towards hopefully achieving some of my goals. The biggest thing that I do by far is writing it down, keeping a thought record, and holding myself accountable for some of the absurd things that I tend to think. So when I'm feeling really bad and I'm thinking really negative thoughts, it's by writing them down, they become real and I can challenge them. A lot of the other things that I do revolve around making sure that my physical body is healthy and happy. So eating right and exercise and yoga. Love yoga. Can't recommend it enough. My philosophy is basically if you're strong, if you're healthy, if your body feels good, it will extend to all areas of your life and it will give you energy and it will help you resist some, temptations and destructive habits. So that's become really important to me, and it's one of the reasons I've been making all these dietary changes and lifestyle changes, is to make sure that those things that are in my control, so the things that I can easily change, I'm doing it, and I'm doing it for the better of both my physical self and my mental self. Above and beyond that, I've been really trying to focus on working on my relationships and learning that it is so much more worthwhile and valuable to have a smaller group of friends who are really good people and who provide you with the support and encouragement you need and are sources of good energy and good forces in your life, rather than having a lot of friends who, the relationship is kind of shallow and superficial. So it's been a little easier for me. I mean, when you move to a bunch of different cities and you move away and you put that distance between you and a lot of the people you know, it really shows you the difference between those that are willing to stay in touch and those that are willing to make the effort to go out of their way to see you and to visit and to, find out what's going on in your life. And it really makes it easy to identify those people that you want to go out of your way for and that you have that connection with and that who you want to stay in touch. So it's been a focus to build meaningful relationships and to put time and effort into those relationships and really ensure that I spend a lot of time picking my friends. I know that sounds kind of weird and people don't like to say that, but in the same way that when you're dating and you want to see, if there's similarities there and if the connection is right and if there's chemistry, it's the same thing with friends. You want to make sure that they're a positive force in your life, that you don't have toxic relationships and people who pull you down or a bad influence. So I'm really trying to put some thought on that and trying to learn to let go of the past and accept that it doesn't matter as much as I think it did. Who I used to be in high school, who I used to be in elementary school, letting go of some of the negative things that happened to me in the past and moving forward and looking forward. Those are my strategies. I'm no expert, but these are things that I do and I find that have helped me. And I know how hard it is to go through things alone. And it's something that nobody wants to talk about because, let's face it, it's admitting a weakness, it's admitting a flaw, it's admitting that something is wrong with you, so to speak. But it's part of who I am. It's made me who I am today. It's made me a stronger person. It's made me a better person. I hope that, above anything else, that if there's someone watching and you're out there and you're struggling, talk to somebody. Talk to me. Leave a comment. We can chat. I'd love to help. I hope this also gives people a better understanding of who I am and where I'm coming from and where I'm going and what I'm hoping to achieve in my own life. So that's it for this week. I know it's a little bit more of a serious topic. I'm hoping to do a little bit more videos on mental health and kind of some of these issues that I have in my life and some of the things that I'm doing to get better and move forward. If any of you have any questions, please leave a comment below. If you have any suggestions, strategies that you think I should try, or if you have any stories of your own, I'd love to hear them. So yeah, that's it for me this week. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon.